Okay, as you can read on the screen, there's something I want to tell. This week we're gonna learn how to introduce bad news. By the way, I would like to apologize in advance if you hear any back sound. It's raining here, so yeah. Here you can see an example of how to introduce bad news. I'm sorry, but it looks like we'll have to cancel your outdoor wedding plans due to weather forecast. It's supposed to rain all day. I know this isn't what you want, but the good news is our wedding chapel is well known for its beautiful setting. It's perfect for our wedding photos. So the bad news here is like they have to cancel their wedding because on the wedding day it will rain, and then to try to make the situation a little bit better, it is mentioned that the place where they're supposed to get married, the wedding chapel, is well known for the beautiful setting. So the person said that it's gonna be perfect for the wedding photos. There are 4 steps if you want to introduce bad news. Let's go through them one by one. First one, surprise. There's no introduction really to get to the bad news. You just go straight directly to introduce the bad news. And then the second step is explaining why the bad news happened. And then step 3, presenting possible solution. And then the last step is offering sympathy. So as you can see, the previous message about the wedding follow these 4 steps, starting from introducing bad news, explaining why, presenting possible solution, and then offering sympathy. For introducing bad news, there are some expressions that you can use. These are only the example. Please remember that these are just examples. You can use your own way of introducing bad news. First one is unfortunately, then followed by a sentence. Second, I'm sorry to tell you that, and then I've got some bad news. I regret that. I need to warn you that I have some bad news. I tried, blah blah blah, but blah blah blah. You can choose one of these. It's up to you which one you prefer. And then the second step is explaining why. The expressions are first, something else has come up. It's against our policy because of, and then it's not possible because. You see that the third and the fourth using because, but there's a difference between because of and because. If you know what's the difference between because of and because, leave a comment down below in our Google Classroom, remember? What's the difference between because of and because? Okay, I'll give you points. The first two people commenting in the comment section. Moving on to the third step, presenting possible solution. You see, after you explain why, you present possible solution. The expression, the first one, it's not what you want, but how about? So the solution, it's not what you want, but how about? And the second one, I have another idea. And the last, it's not the same, but what about? Okay, and the last step, offering sympathy. The first expression is sorry again for, like this is emphasizing on the sorry again for, and then the second one, I understand why you feel that way, and I can see why you might feel that way. I can see why you would think that, but I thought it was possible, but, and then I really wish I could help you, but. So yeah, those are the expressions of how to introduce bad news. There are 4 steps. Go straight directly to introduce the bad news, and then explain why the bad news happened, and then present possible solution, and the last step is offer sympathy. Pretty simple, super easy, but I hope you can follow the steps on how to introduce bad news. I hope you learned something. Feel free to ask me anything in the comment, and remember, the first 2 people who can differentiate between because of and because, you will get points for explaining what's the difference between because of and because. Alright, I think that's all for this week's lesson. Pretty simple. I'll see you next week. Remember, stay safe, stay inside. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.